My name's Dave DeBow, founder of MoneyPartnerFormula.com, and this show is built for everyday real estate investors who are actively doing deals and looking to scale using other people's money. So if you're an active real estate investor and you want to get featured on this show to talk about your own real estate and capital raising experiences, then just go to daveinterviewsyou.com. Now let's get rolling with this episode, and remember to subscribe for daily interview content. Hey folks, welcome back. Today, zooming in from beautiful Virginia, we've got a very accomplished real estate entrepreneur. TC Cooksley has done a lot in real estate. She is a real estate broker and agent. She's a very active investor. She does flips of residential properties. She's been involved in she's been involved in financing and mortgages in the past, and she's getting into doing commercial properties and perhaps commercial property flips as well. So TC, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Did that kind of cover it? Did I miss anything important?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I rent them and I flip them.
I rent them and I flip them. Good. So give us a little snapshot. What does the portfolio look like as of right now, the end of January 2025?
So I mean, a lot of people I know, myself included, got tired of being landlords when tenants were told they didn't have to pay.
Good
But
old COVID, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
but I found a way around that. I do rent to owns.
Uh-huh.
So I consider that a junior owner.
Yeah.
You're in training to be an owner.
Yeah.
So I finance it. You rent it, you give me money up front for the down payment, and we work out a payment that you're going to refinance it in X amount of years.
And if the toilet gets plugged, you deal with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
It
you're a homeowner in training, right?
it is
You're home.
awesome.
Spoken like a true frustrated landlord. I hear you. Yeah. Okay. So I used to be in the rent to own business myself, TC, and the strategy I was doing was called tenant first, where we'd find a tenant, go buy him a house. Sounds like you're probably doing it the other way around, the more common way, which is you find a good deal on a house and then you put in a rent to own tenant buyer. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair to
Yeah.
say. Like I agree to say the home is worth 300,000 today,
Yeah.
and they agree to buy it from me for 310 in 2 years.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know whether you did where they just make extra payments a month. I don't do that. They have to have money up front.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they have to have well, in my case, it was we called it a non-refundable option fee. You might call
Exactly.
it something different, but yeah, it's
That's it.
goes towards the down payment, but they forfeit if if they flake out.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah. So are you finding are these kind of properties that you've found that were really run down and then you bought them, you fixed them up, and instead of flipping them, you held on to them and did them as a rent to own? Is that kind of what you're doing?
Well, yes, that is what I'm doing. They're not in
Mhm.
bad shape. Um, but they do need a bit of work. So I put in a
Yeah.
bit of elbow grease and and I mean if they have good bones, if there's something that doesn't have good bones, I'm not going to sell it. But I think I'm doing somebody a service. They can't get a
For sure.
regular loan.
Yeah.
They don't know how. So I actually have a credit package I put together for them. I go over it with them. I really do want them to succeed. And I
Yeah.
even put a home warranty in place. So here you go. Here's your home warranty. If it backs up, if your toilet backs up, don't call me, call them.
Uh-huh.
But it's
Okay, well, let's back this up because that's I've heard two really extra smart things that you said there. Everything you said smart. Two that really perked my ears, being an ex rent own guy who wasn't perhaps as smart. So, number one, you mentioned you put together a credit package for your tenant buyers. What does that look like? What does that mean?
So, there are ways to repair your credit.
Yeah.
And there's some basic steps. I mean, it's really easy to open a self account and put in $50 a month. And build that credit card up.
Hmm.
A secured credit card is a great way to improve your credit. and I give them a checklist of other things they can do. Like if you have a cell phone and you make that payment on time, if you're going to pay this electric bill, pay it on time, put it on your credit and raise it up in the next 2 years. It's really easy to refinance and pay me off.
And own the house yourself and not have to worry about getting evicted.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
it takes work and I have yet to have a successful person. So
Yeah.
I give them the tools. That doesn't mean they take them.
Doesn't mean there's usually a reason they're screwed up in the first place. Yeah, that was some of the challenge I had. We became very, very picky about who we would do business with. But yeah, that's always a challenge is people who make
I,
dumb financial choices tend to keep making dumb financial choices unless they get a real shakeup.
well, I have a client right now. 3 years I worked with them. I thought they were going to buy it. They actually asked me for comps, and this was last year. I'm like, great. You got this, and you're going to have automatic equity because we agreed at 330. It's now worth 360. Great deal for you, bad deal for me. Then I didn't hear back from her. Then I got a letter in the mail from the bankruptcy court.
Oh, geez. But you know what? From an investor standpoint,
Goodie for me. I'm okay.
you're okay because it was worth 300 when they got into it. You
Right?
agreed on 330. It's now worth 360. But chances are you weren't into it for 300 in the first place.
Oh
Like,
no.
yeah, you did the flipper thing where you bought it for whatever.
I
And
made a good amount of money either way.
yeah, exactly. So you're okay. So are they gonna try and stick around in the house or and continue paying your rent, or are they
Well,
out of there?
so the market, of course, the rent has increased, and I don't raise their rent during their option.
Yeah.
So I did offer to let them stay another year at current rents,
Hmm.
which are
Those are
way
being very nice. At current rents, okay, at
yeah.
market rents now. Got it.
At
Yeah.
today's market rents are $400 more than they currently pay. They can't
Yeah.
afford it
So if they were able to buy it, great. If they're not, that's okay. You're still cash flowing. You've still got a good asset there, and they choose to leave, you can get somebody else in there and either just rent it or rent own it again.
easily. And I was really nice. I gave them a list of I went into the MLS. I pulled out a few there really wasn't anything in their price point, but I did find five. They were all much smaller, but I gave it to them and they were like, "Thanks. We didn't even expect that." So they were grateful.
Yeah, that's not. It's a good way to do business, isn't it, TC?
I
All
mean,
right. The
yeah.
second smart thing I heard you mention was that you give them a homeowner warranty. How do you make that happen, TC?
So you just call up a home warranty company. I think that one was Choice Home Warranty, and I paid what 685 because it was a couple of years ago, so I had to think about it because they've gone up. But $685 for 1 year warranty. You give it to them. Then if anything breaks down, they pay $125 out of pocket, and the warranty company will fix it or replace it.
Wow.
Like appliances or the HVAC, they don't do that. They'll pay for half of it, but
Hmm.
um that was a new HVAC, so I didn't see that breaking down. But I mean, I had one guy, he had a backed up toilet and it was the line from the
Hmm.
road, and they paid for half of that too, which is a lot of money when you don't even think about it. But it was like $3,000 and the home warranty paid for half.
Wow. That's a good deal. That's really smart. Yeah. So it gives you both peace of mind, really.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, to me, I don't want them to go broke over a repair.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Very, very smart. Very cool. So, TC, what are the plans for this lovely brand new year we're in, 2025? Where do you see you taking your real estate investing business?
So I see a lot of opportunity in commercial right now. I'm sure where you live, you see a lot of empty buildings. Um, so I'm looking for partners that may have some experience, but I'm looking to flip 2 commercial real estate deals this year. I
What
don't
does
know
that
where.
what does that mean? What does that look like? So explain that to me. When you say flip to commercial properties this year, what comes to your mind? What kind of properties and what would you do to fix them up and sell them again at a profit?
Well, so I don't live that far from Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
It's about 2 hours from me. And I noticed that between here and there is a lot of commercial mixed use and office buildings, that are for sale or have expired because they didn't sell.
Yeah.
So my thought is I've been reaching out to these owners and saying, would you like to sell?
Yeah.
And I'll
Of
work.
course they would. So
Yeah,
what are you planning to do with the properties in order to flip them for a profit? What
I plan on going in and cleaning them up like I would a house. Um,
okay.
maybe do 1 or 2 small repairs, nothing major. Like we went and looked at a building in Fredericksburg. It had the knob and tube electric with water damage and the ceiling needed replaced. That was a little too much for me.
Hmm.
Because if you're gonna change that into apartments, that knob and tube's gotta go. So that sounds to me expensive.
Okay, so you're looking at properties that you can repurpose, hopefully as residential properties.
Right,
Is that correct?
right. Or
But
mixed.
you don't want to turn them into apartments. You just kind of want to package it up and sell it as an opportunity to a developer or something like that. Am I understanding
Exactly,
that properly?
somebody else with the money. I
Got
mean,
it.
but to me, there's a lot of opportunity. Even mixed use would be opportunity.
Yeah. Awesome, TC. Well, this has been fun. If people want to connect with you, where should they go?
I have a wonderful website, One Simple Realty. It's the number one. It don't spell out one. OneSimpleRealty.us.
Perfect. TC, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Dave. I appreciate it.
All right, everybody, take care, and we will see you on the next episode. Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And as always, if you want to listen to more daily interview content, make sure you subscribe. And if you're an active real estate investor and you're doing deals and you'd like to get featured on this show, then just head over to daveinterviewsyou.com. Now, at moneypartnerformula.com, we help real estate investors to create a process for predictably getting capital so they can do more deals without relying on hard money lenders or the banks. We do this by building them a private capital marketing system. Now, if you want help turning yourself into a big money capital attraction machine, then book a call with our team to see how we can help. Just visit moneypartnerformula.com to find out more. All right, take care, and we'll see you on the next interview.